Thank you everyone for coming today to honor my nephew, Matthew Aiden. Your prayers, expressions of sympathy, and love and support mean a lot to our family at this time. For those who have helped put this day together, and for those who have traveled great distances to be here today, we're truly grateful. I'm honored that I was asked to speak about Matthew's life today. It's a bit difficult to put together a memoir of a life so brief, so I had a bit of help. Shortly before he passed away, Matthew and I had a heart-to-heart, and he shared with me some things he wanted to say to his parents and everyone here after he was gone. This is the letter he helped me write. Dear Mom and Dad, if I could say just one thing to you today, it would be thank you. Thank you for loving me, though you knew my stay with you would be brief. Thank you for choosing life for me. Though you are faced with other options, you chose to carry me to term, give birth to me, and care for me, trusting that our Lord God would see you through the uncertainties surrounding my birth and my future. You operated on the principle of no regrets. I hope you do not have any, because I sure do not. My time with you is filled with wonderful memories. On the day of my birth, I not only got to meet you, but I got to meet my aunties, uncles, and grandparents, who had all waited patiently for my arrival. I remember the joy that was present in the hospital room just minutes after I was born. I will always remember the pictures and videos we took that day and the many people who held me. I felt so loved, just like any new arrival. I know that you were overjoyed when you found out that I would not need feeding tubes or oxygen tubes. Trust me, I was too. I was also thrilled that I got to go home with you the next day. I know that amidst the uncertainty, you had done lots of preparing for my arrival at home, and I was eager to spend time with you. The welcome party we had just two days after I was born is a great memory. People came from far and wide just to meet me. I felt like a prince. The flowers and cards I received were perfect. I also enjoyed the road trips we took just 3 weeks after my birth to visit relatives in Dauphin and Minnetonka, and of course our Thanksgiving trip to Grand Forks. Another memory I hold dear is my weekly photo session. Sometimes we got creative and even a bit silly. Thank you for documenting my life in pictures and for sharing them with so many friends and relatives faithfully every week. I can always count on you to keep everyone up to date with my progress. Our weekly dinners at Grandma and Grandpa's house were always the highlight of my week. Seeing my auntie, uncle, cousins, Grandma and Grandpa, and even great-grandma and grandpa always put a smile on my heart. With Mom, there were the daily walks outside, when it was nice of course, and trips to the mall. I know Mom was grateful that she finally had someone to shop with. Mom and Dad, you never missed a birthday. During my brief life, I had 5 birthday parties, 6 if you count the one I had at my birth. Thank you for the cakes, food, decorations, and of course singing happy birthday each month. For those of you who don't know, my mom is an avid seamstress. Because I was so small, she had to design and sew a monkey costume for me for Halloween, and I even got to go trick-or-treating. I know it was most difficult for you, Mom and Dad, during my last month. My difficulties eating, breathing, and sleeping took their toll on you, I know. This is where I need to thank my grandparents for stepping in with much-needed help for my parents. I enjoyed my sleepovers at Grandma and Grandpa's, and my parents really enjoyed the break. Mom and Dad, your love for me never wavered during this time that I needed it most. Your love is what kept me with you. Now I am resting peaceful in the arms of Jesus, and I have no pain or discomfort. My body is perfect. I'm grateful that I got to feel the hot summer sun, see the colors of fall, and watch snow fall. I'm sorry that I will not be there to celebrate Jesus' birth with you, but I'm spending Christmas with Jesus himself. To everyone left behind after I am gone, keep in mind that none of you know how long you have with your kids, spouses, or relatives. Enjoy every moment. Mom and Dad, I love you. Remember that we are separated only by the time you have left on earth, and we will be reunited one day in heaven when our Lord Jesus calls you home. Grieve for me and miss me, but know that I'm in a place where there is no suffering, and I'm at peace. Love, your son, Matthew.